So in today's reading, we're asking Spirit, what karmic cycles needs to end in our life so that we can move forward. So we're asking Spirit today for clear and accurate messages for the collective that's going to come in and join me today for this timeless reading. So whenever it comes across your timeline, that's when it is meant for you. All right, there we go. Okay. So the first one says, step into divine timing. It says, what's meant for you won't pass you by. Trust the delays, they're aligning your path. Okay. The second position says, trust the path ahead. Trust in the unfolding of your life. Every step is a part of your journey to becoming who you are meant to be. And then the third position right here, it says, face the consequences. Your actions ripple beyond the moment. Stand in your truth, accept what follows, and let it guide your growth. So the main key word to all three of these cards is trusting. Is trust. All three cards had something to say about trust in some type of capacity. So the first card and the second card are very, very entwined, where it says step into your divine timing and trust the path ahead. So if you are having a hard time seeing the end goal and you don't know if you're on the right path, Spirit is saying you are on the right path. What is the karmic cycle that you need to break? I think you need to break the moments where you're not being truthful to yourself about whatever it is. It hasn't came into me exactly what that is, but it's saying that your actions ripple beyond the moment. Stand in your truth, accept what follows, and let it guide your growth. So you need to stand in that truth, whatever that truth is, so that you can move forward, so that you can continue to be on the right path. Card in the first position that says, step into your divine timing. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Trust the delay. So I feel like you've been in a delay, and that's why it's also telling you to trust the path ahead. So maybe you've had some setbacks with this face the consequences, and maybe that has been a cycle for you. Currently, you've been going through that type of cycle where you feel like you are making like the wrong decisions. You don't trust your intuition is coming to me. So I feel like you need to really sit with yourself, and really take a hard look at yourself and plan out what is it that you really want. That's coming to me. What is it that you really want? Because it's obtainable. Okay, you have to trust everything that's unfolding right now. It says, trust in the unfolding of your life. Every step is a part of your journey to becoming who you're meant to be. So I feel like you really and truly need to know, or at least get a plan for what you really want. What path do you really want to take? I feel like this could be career, relationship, different types of things are coming to me, different types of energies right now. So whatever one that resonates with you, what are you feeling like you're lacking? And why do you always feel that way? I feel like there's a lack mentality. I feel like, especially what they said, what's meant for you won't pass you by. I feel like you thinking that maybe you lost something, or think you lost an opportunity. Maybe there was something that happened. I feel like career-wise, maybe you lost a job, or maybe you didn't get the job that you applied for, and you feel like something happened. I don't know why this literally just popped up in my mind, where it says face the consequences. I feel like somebody posted something on social media that kept them from getting a job, or got them fired for a job, or laid off from a job, and now they're having to face the consequences. That just literally came to me. So if that resonates with you, please let me know. But I just feel like somebody is really facing the consequences because they did something really stupid, and they can just like really kick themselves. But Spirit is saying that, okay, just face the consequences. Don't continue to let these actions keep you from getting back on the right path and trusting the right path. And also make sure that you are setting goals. I feel like somebody else, this might not be the same people when I'm saying both of these two different things. Somebody needs to set goals, and that's why they don't see the path, because they haven't actually set a goal. Now, if you take the first step, like this guy here in this picture. If you take the first step, you might not can't see all the steps, but they will unfold. I think it was Dr. Martin Luther King that said something about not being able to see the whole stairway or something like that. But but it's there. As you are walking, it's gonna unfold. You're gonna see it. It's just like when you're driving in your car. You start on the route, but you don't know what's going to be ahead. You don't know if there's a collision ahead. You just don't know. There'll be road work ahead. You don't know. You just having to be on that path to go to your end goal. So that's what I'm thinking. You need an end goal. You need to know where you're going. And maybe if you know where you're going, you won't be so hesitant to go, because I feel like somebody's winging it. I feel like there's somebody winging this energy, and that's why they feel like, I don't know what path to take, because you haven't actually set a plan, right? And whoever the person is that I feel like they lost a job or lost some type of opportunity because of a social media post, I feel like you're just going to have to forgive yourself and move on from that, because, beating yourself up is not going to help you. But you too need to, I feel like this person might be lacking maturity, and so you really and truly need to know that a lot of your online actions can cause you problems in your real life. That just came to me as well. So let's go ahead and let's look at what's going on with the tarot to give us any clarifiers for these different energies. I feel like, some people may lack the faith that their plan that they have set into motion is going to actually come to fruition. The spirit is saying, stop worrying about it. Just trust the process. Again, let these things unfold. Let them unfold like they should. And I feel like then maybe you're one of those people that you have to see the results before you feel like it's worth your time. And spirit is saying, trust the process. Like, really trust the process, because right now I feel like you're wanting to put the cart before the horse in a way. There's nothing wrong with having an end goal, because I just said some people need to have an end goal, but you also can't like hover over it to the point where you don't trust it and you don't have faith in it, because like this card says, what's meant for you won't pass you by. So whatever you're trying to gain, you're not going to miss it. The only way you can miss it is if you don't stay on the path to getting it. That's the only way you're going to miss it. If you get off the path, that's going to help you get it. So I feel like you really need to, trust yourself a little bit more. That was the first word that came into this reading, was trust. Trust. It says trust the delays, trust in the unfolding of your life. It says that stand in your truth, accept what follows. So all this is all about trusting and telling the truth. Okay. All right. Okay. So we got the 10 of Pentacles. We got the 4 of Pentacles, and we have the 6 of Swords in reverse. So that's exactly what I was just saying with this 4 of Pentacles. Don't hover over it. You can't watch it like a hawk. You got to let some things unfold. Like it's saying, let it unfold in your life. And I feel like you have been really, really like, it's not going to pass you by. Look what you got right here. You have the 10 of Pentacles. Whatever it is, whether it's career, family, maybe I feel like somebody maybe thought that I don't know why this came to me in trigger warning. I feel like maybe somebody might have lost a pregnancy or something like that. So trigger warning. Spirit is going to give you that. What is meant for you is going to be meant for you. If you're meant to have a family with this 10 of Pentacles right here, you are meant to have a family. You are meant to be happy. You are meant to have everything that the Most High wants you to have. So that came to me. Love, don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Please, love, do not worry about that. And I know that is easier said than done. Trust me. And maybe that's why you've been holding on. Maybe you've gone through that several times, and I can concur. Okay, so just please know that what's for you is really for you. what's really for you is for you. And with the Six of Swords right here, I feel like you are being blocked from moving forward right now. Spirit wants you to move forward. These consequences, because it's right here in the same position, I feel like you have allowed this, whatever it is. I feel like I said, I felt like that social media post, but also, with the trigger warning that I felt like somebody might have lost a child. You just have to pray about it and try your best to get past it. I know you probably, especially the social media thing that came to me, I know you probably feel stupid right now, but we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. To the person, again, trigger warning, that may have lost a child, I feel like it's going to be harder if you don't get the help right now. I feel like you need some grief counseling, because I really do feel like somebody has gone through this multiple times. I really do. I feel like somebody has gone through this multiple times. Again, trigger warning for the collective on this one. So let's go ahead and let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. So we do have the God of Cups. So that's why I was saying about the love and energy. Someone that is very emotional, mature. I feel like the masculine, feminine energy that I feel, you all are very mature. I feel like you're mature when it comes to this family part, because this is what keeps dragging me back here with this God of Cups. I feel like you're just having a hard time moving forward right now because of what you went through. And I'm just praying that you really and truly see that it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It says, trust the delays. Trust the delays. You are going to be everything that you want to be, whether that's a parent, have a good career. For the people that feel like they messed up their career opportunities, that type of thing, I just feel like you really have to let life unfold, because hovering over it is not going to make it come any faster. It really is not. It's not. I will also, if you are the person, trigger warning, that is having, had lost a child, the grief counseling is also good, but I also feel like you need to check into a specialist in your area, because I feel like it's happened to you several times. I really do. I really do. So please, please, please get into some type of counseling, and that way you can move forward and you can have this better outcome for you, because I really do feel that is for you, and it's not my job to tell you that, not in a mean way. You have to feel it. You have to also feel it. I could tell you all day, your mother, father, friends, co-workers, whatever, people can tell you all day to do this and do that. But if you don't feel it, you have to feel it first to be able to move forward. You have to feel it first, but you got to let life unfold. It's no way around it. No way around it. So on the bottom of the deck, we do got the Devil card. So again, I do feel like you've been struggling in your head about this. You really have. But also right behind here is the Two of Cups. There is love. There's a lot of love on the horizon. So please, please, please do whatever it is that you need to do. Because look, they're steady coming. I feel like you are really, really been heartbroken. And that's why you're having a hard time moving forward. And with this Devil card as well, you just got to forgive yourself and move on, especially if you're the one that did, the social media posting and lost your job. And then for the other one, that I have the trigger warning on, please get grief counseling. Please see a specialist. I think that if you see a specialist, you will have a better outcome in the future. I really do. All right. So that's all I'm saying, guys. If this resonated with you, any part of this reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. I really do appreciate you being here with me today. And I'm going to see you in the next reading. Amen, Ashe, and so it is.